Say LFC with my brother. It's been a while, you get me? So I've been looking forward to this one, you get me? Just chopping it up and that. Like, it's been techie times for us, but like that. But we're back. We're gonna do a little combined thing. Gee, I can't even get the words out, like that. We're gonna talk a little bit about obviously Ajax, our victory. There's no way that we can do a little 3-0 and not come out of that and not have a little, do you know what I mean? Talk about that a little bit. And then we're also going to quickly do our little preview for the Leeds and what to expect, and the lineup. I think is probably going to be the most contentious thing of what we're able to field and all of that. And we'll,
it's been always the lineup, isn't it?
Always the lineup these days. It's always mad. But yeah, we'll get into it. But before I do that bit of housekeeping, sorry, was late. Was just chopping up in the back, but we're here. You get me? So please hit that like button on your way in. Those that are watching this, those that are jumping, watch this on a replay, appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. On the way to 1,500, we're trying to get there. So please. And big up Ravi, man. Hey, for those of you that follow me on Insta, you know what time it is. Nah, bro, she didn't. I ain't even in Halloween, but them lot are having a party. So if you hear the youths, that's what's going on in it. Them lot are wilding out, so it's mad. But yeah, Halloween vibes for them, man. They're in it. Big up everyone that's inside. Assad. Big up the man them every time. But these previews seem so depressing. Like, you're bored of this. Nah, listen, like, we ain't bored, bro. It's just what we do. This ain't even gonna be depressing, because I've got a different take. You get me? We're just gonna chop it up and see what it is.
This is why we ain't even spoke about that, but this is about great minds think alike, because the take you got feels the take I got still. So Ravi, not at Ravi, Assad, big up Ravi, but Assad, unfortunately for you, this one ain't depressing still.
Yeah, for real. Big up my guy Baz, man, each and every time. So I'll go on, big up yourself. Bro. Come on. Like he said, smash the likes and that. Romz, been a while, my G. Talk to me now. What's going on? How you feeling, bro? Like,
listen, if you asked me that before the Ajax games, and life goes well to have to speak, associate with Liverpool. But it's the club we adore, and the only reason why I'm down is because we're not doing well. But from the Ajax game, I thought
it was because of last night. Still, my bad. Okay,
right. I was a bit pissed off that. But no, you know what? Yeah, regardless, I think a better team. We're 2-0 down going into halftime. That Ajax game. That I think the Trent block and that post shot that they had first 5 minutes. Against a better team, bro. Let's get into it. We probably lose that game, but bro, positive. We won it, innit? Like, that's so Liverpool in the Champions League. That's the romance we have with it. We should have been 2-0 down, yet we're 1-0 up going into half time, bro. And then second half, I'd say we got we had somewhat control of the game. It wasn't a good performance at all, by the way. Even though we won 3-0, the scoreline doesn't flatter to deceive, you know what I mean? But I'm happy. We need to win. We need to go through. That's what happened. And now it's none of that. Because I thought, bro, we would lose that game. I still thought we would qualify, but I thought we would lose that game. Then, Liverpool never do things the easy way. Maybe a draw against Napoli on match day 6. Now, I know we'll probably chop out that preview next week, but now I'll put fringe players mixed with academy players. I just want our big hitters to have a rest that game, because for us to even top the group, we have to win by something absurd by like 5-0 and a 4-goal margin and that. They're clearing goal difference, and the game they beat us is a lot. But no, I'm happy with 3 Champions League. That's one thing we can push to the side for now, until we don't have to worry about that till after the World Cup. But as for league form, bro, you know what's mad saying? The one time I was so confident, I predicted 4-0, bro. I predicted 4-0 for the Forest game. 4-0, bro, and bro, that's why when people.
Like, so you was one of them man that was on G, like, what's going on? Because I know G was out here.
I see. Remember, I was getting on to G, like, G, come on, his voice. He's like, bro, like, did there any evidence for me to be confident? Like, come on, bottom of the league. I was dissecting all their players, bro. Old age pensioner, that Cook you, that reject from Tottenham area, one of our rejects. I'm thinking, there's no way. What happens? Come 3:00 Sunday, we're all down. 1-0 loss, bro. I was like, that was last string for me, bro. I said, that was last string for me. That's when I said, you know what? That's because if you can't beat that Forest team away, like, I will never get onto anyone for having a negative take before a game now. I would, but that's the one game I thought we were back. But this one, cool. This one I'm confident, but I've got logic to this. We had logic for the Forest one. Do you know what I mean? But I've actually got
you know what?
logic.
In terms of like
because we were off the back of 2 wins as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Even though I did.
No. I hear what you're saying. I always said before, yeah. Like, listen, like I feel like I'm Lee Gunner. Like I feel like pointless runs of form don't mean nothing. Yeah, and I said this in the Man City preview, which I did with Patrick and Vader. And I said that. I said, listen, don't get it twisted, yeah. Even if we win against you lot, man ain't really gonna be like we're back. You know them ones there, because what does it ultimately mean? I thought that it would be the West Ham game. I said, listen, watch the West Ham game. We're not gonna be on crud. You get it? But I know ultimately we're gonna shake. And it weren't the West Ham game, but it was the Nottingham Forest game. So I was right. I just got the game wrong. But I knew what it was. You know them ones there? I knew, like, we ain't got the consistency level.
You knew
like,
it was somewhere down the line.
Yeah, like, we'll rise, and then we'll just come back to what it is. So it's a bit mad. But obviously, you touched upon it. Like, so, yeah, let's just get straight into it. Obviously, the Ajax game and that. And it's funny, you said pretty much a lot of the things in which I thought. I came out, bro, and I can't even lie, yeah? Big up everyone that's seen the watch along. Big man, in the watch along, yeah. I have my hands in my head. I'm like, this is so bad, bro. I look up, bam, slapped. I said, oh my day was good. Like, I swear down, like I'm being real. It was awful, bro. One of the worst first halves I've seen. Like, disjointed. We was just like, oh, bro. And then we, like you said, we come out of that 1-0. And the goal was brazy as well. It wasn't even like it was a little snatch and grab thing. Like, the goal was brazy. I was like, oh, raw. Okay. Boom. Second half, we were a lot better. But I think that took the wind out of them. I think them getting the goal before the half took the wind out of them.
Their heads kind of dropped.
Yeah, the heads kind of dropped. And then, obviously, we get, especially when Nunes hits the post. Do you get it? Like, then it's like, oh. Then obviously get the second one, and then I think that was it. Do you know what I'm saying? All really good goals in that. The goals were really good, but our play generally, I did not think was great. I thought it got better in the second half, definitely. I want to do a real quick player ratings with you actually on that before we do the preview. But because there's one or two, man. But generally speaking, I wasn't really impressed with certain other man. Do you get it?
I'll say from the jump, bro. For me, the two. My man of the match was Hendo, and I think if there was a vice man in the match or another man in the match, it's Robbo. They were the two that stood out.
That's so mad. You said that in the watch along. I said my man of the match, Hendo. Yeah, that's mad. You said that. You know, I said,
and I'm not even. I'll be real. I've not watched the watch along, so great man just think alike, bro.
Yeah, bro. In the watch along, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I have to be real. Like, Hendo was probably, because I thought a lot of players got better in the second half, but were shit in the first half. And I feel like he was one of the ones constant. Yeah, just it. Robertson was hard as well. I'm not even gonna lie. It was either him, Robbo, or Salah. Because I thought like Salah actually was on stuff. Do you know what I mean? But the reason I've got, because there's one or two players that.
Really quick one from Assad. This is why I'm not complaining to you, because Ajax big pedigree. They've won it. Bare, like, I think only a couple times less than us, to still go there, a clean sheet. Forget the win, clean sheet, bro. Like, we've been conceding, let's say 80% of our games this year. So this is it. This is it.
Yeah, 100%. Didn't see the Ajax game, but I saw it was 3-0 to Liverpool, and I was shocked to go away to that ground and win by that margin is impressive. It is impressive. It is impressive, but I'm going to be, as we've already alluded to, like, man said that game was a slap in the face in a reality check. But like that, like as we alluded to, like I don't think the performance was great. And if we had that performance against like someone else, do you know what I mean? Who's a little bit more, we have that first half moving on into the knockout stages. Yeah,
we're out early. This is what I was saying, bro. Like a Real Madrid or a Bayern or PSG. We're probably 3-0 down going into half time. They're not that chance in the first 5 minutes. They're not missing that,
bro. Oh my god! Because I started it late, bro. I jumped in like 4 minutes, and I literally, as I jumped in, I seen that chance. I said, Jesus! I think they hit the post, or they just. I said, what the fuck is going on? Nah. It's mad. We can't do that. But all right, let's just quickly get into some player ratings, so then we can talk about them in the game. Allison, what was your thoughts on Allison?
Again, not much to do, bro. I'll probably give Allison 7.5.
I'd have said, yeah, off the bat, I would have said about an 8, 7.5, 8. I didn't think he had much to do, but to be fair, like, yeah, I'd give him a 7.5. It's just because he didn't have anything to do. You're probably right. You get it. Trent, Trent.
You know what, saying? You know me. I ain't been his biggest fan of recent, but I'm not gonna say. Actually, no. See, this is my agenda. No, let me say he did play well. I was gonna say I'm not gonna say he played well, but he had one of his better games. But when I deep it, let me stop.
He didn't play too bad, you know.
Yeah, like, well. I'll probably give him a 7.
Yeah. And you know what as well? There was a couple. I can't remember them now, but there was a couple. What's it called? Vital blocks that he done. You know them ones there. I remember there was one time where you had to make a decision on whether to track. My man did it.
Yeah, and
he done it. Do you know what I mean? And like them ones there go quiet, man.
I'm being petty here, but within the first 5 minutes, he started off one of their attacks. He tried to switch it, bro, with like a drilled pass, and it started off on the attack. I was like, Trent, bro.
And anytime I see that, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like you know me, I'm saying patterns of play, bro. Anytime I see a man pass it and then the ball flings 60-yard, now it's pissing me off. Back in the day, I used to love it. Like, oh yeah. Now I'm like, fuck's
sake. The thing is, after the first 20 minutes, I have to be honest. Agendas aside, he done his thing. Trent can get a 7 from me still.
Yeah, no, he done his thing. I hear that. I'd agree with that. Joey G. I think you know what he helped
moments, but
there was times where there was one thing I would say that was I liked was there was a couple of times that I seen him actually come back and help out Trent. You know, them where they're like and I was like, okay. But he did have a couple moments. I just don't know what his passing's a bit mad. Like his passing moving a bit mad sometimes, and I don't understand it. But again, a 7.
I can hear that.
I thought he was decent. Van Dijk, man, like VVD.
Van Dijk.
Even said, Gomez 7 got better with the game, and he did. He got a little bit better with the game. Baz would have given him 6.5 personally. Fair enough. That's a Trent 6.7, you know. Agendas aside, like, come on, lads. VVD.
Bear me.
Nah, say 9. VVD personally, I think I probably would have given him. I'm trying to think of like what he actually like. Nah, he did. He kind of muscled out. He kind of marshaled us well. Had a better game than Gomez. So I was thinking, am I doing too much giving him an 8? But a clean sheet, like away, do you know what I mean? In Amsterdam, like 3-0. I don't know. Like I was thinking, am I doing too much giving him an 8, bro? Like
what for VVD?
Yeah.
7.5. Not much in it, but yeah, I'll say 7.5. 8.
Baz agrees with you still as well.
Because I don't remember.
It didn't feel natural. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was asking. Because I was thinking, am I doing too much? Because I can't really remember. Like, I'm trying to think now. I can't really remember too much. Where like,
but that's VVD for you. Like, I'm not gonna rate him higher for the things I expect of him. You know what I mean? But he did make a few crucial blocks. I can't lie.
He did. VVD 8 was in control of his game and looked better the longer the game went on, like the whole defense. It's true. And to be fair, like in terms of the bittiness in the first half, yeah, it wasn't mainly really, I wouldn't say mainly the defense. It just was it was just shocking, bro. Like it was really bad, bro. I just wasn't impressed, bro. I think I'll keep it 7.5. You're probably right. Robertson.
I'm giving him a 9. No, I'm gonna give him a 9, yeah, because again with Hendo, I think he was a constant. I think he was even playing good in the first half. And this is more of a personal thing. a lot of little fans might not clock this, but Robbo from corners is normally poor. He doesn't beat the first man. This is why I've always said Simi's better than him. That assist for Nunes on the money to get it. It was him that, it was him. It weren't Trent. I think.
It was him. It was him. Yeah.
On, like they always say, if you take a corner, taught this from young, try and hit the penalty spot because that's where you got a better chance of scoring on defenders attacking it. That cross was exquisite. And then again, he was just had so much energy, always up and down. I'm giving him a 9 still.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I'm so glad you did because I thought I was gonna go. I thought you were gonna say maybe an 8.5. I was gonna have to pull out. I say, nah, bro, this guy was a 9. He was marshalling that left. He just makes that left side. Just honestly, when he's on it, bro. Like Baz even saying 9.5. You know what? I wouldn't even. I could see it for that, you know. And Bearman agreeing. Bro, his game was played the old school way and got the assist with a clean sheet. Trust me, bad boy on it. You know what? It made us realize that's what we thought we were getting with Tsimikas in it. You know, them ones there. We're like, nah, you just needed to rest because really you are that shower man. You know what I mean?
I think Assad's still inside. He said it on one of Monster's streams, and me and Monster were just there like. And remember, we come on to yours, the one with you and the theory. We said, big up Assad, because Assad said, Semi's one of them players that we thought could be that guy or as good as Robbo, but he's just meant for times to just to fill in. When you actually playing consistently, you're like, oh, that's why we don't play.
It was the lack of consistency that we'd seen that made us not, for less of a better phrase, gas us up a bit. You know them ones there, because we hadn't seen that consistency. When we'd seen him, he looked decent. We're thinking, oh, he can do the thing. You get it? So nah, I understand, and that's a big one from us still. All right, Hendo or we start Hendo.
Probably 9 as well. And I know people with their Hendo agendas are gonna say, things with Hendo, if you've got an agenda, it's like me a bit with Harvey and Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they play well, you find it hard to admit.
That's how bad is giving about 6.7 and that. Like, you know what it is. I know it's hard.
You can't do that, man. For me, they were both my man of the matches, and I don't think one was better than the other, Hendo and Robinson. I'm giving Hendo a 9. He was the constant. He was playing well, shutting off passing lines, first to everything. The assist to Trent. No one people say he can't pass forward.
The assist was crazy, bro.
I've always said, when he has time to think of the pass, it flops. When he doesn't, he has to make it. Yeah. If you actually look at his assist reel, some are bad boy assists, you know.
Do you remember he had the same type of assist, but like the outside? I think it was it last season or season 4, and it was further. Man, just to Salah again
against United, didn't it?
United, I said, jeez.
So I mean, man, that's why the man that have Hendo agendas that relax. Sometimes just give credit when credit's due, because you're going to hear my Harvey rating, and I'm a guy as much I don't rate him as much as others. I'll give a man his credit. Harvey was excellent, but sometimes just some of the Hendo man just need to just cool off.
Relax a little bit. Now I hear that. I'd give him a 9, man. I'd give him a 9. Baz would give him a 9. Kismet give him an 8. I hear that. Kismet saying that I have no Hendo agenda. The guy is giving his soul to the cause, and when he plays okay, we seem to have the game in control.
No, Kismet, not you at all. But
no. But there is, not you. There is within our fan base. Come on, we can widely know that there's
a majority that do, man.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Flacco.
I think he was poor again.
I was gonna just say, Romz, you're my guy. You know, I'm not even gonna lie because, brother,
barely.
Say that. I'll take this one, bro, because I'm not gonna lie. I can't have a Flacco. I can't. He's one of my favorite players. You lot have been on my channel. I eulogize about this guy, bro. I even say, to be very honest with you, part of the reason his decline has come is overusage. I gotta stay calm on that one a little bit, to be very honest with you. When there's man like Fernandinho who's been in the game, like, do you know what I mean? Like, been used, been there, like been number 1 when Rodri was coming through, like, and was still being used, and he was all 30 something. So I've got to take time with that. I will admit that.
Dap said something on the stream.
I know exactly what you're gonna say. No,
one,
brother. Yeah. I was like, I even DM'd him. I said, Daps, no, you know what? You're right. You know, when he's like, we're comparing, man. like 2
when man
years
was
ago.
already 8 years older than him or something. Because
I
when
said, yeah, he's like 2 years ago. You're comparing Flacco and Fernandinho's. Who's the best DM? Do you know them ones there? These
man's in his
times,
mid-30s.
mid 30s, and man's 27. 2 years later, man's done out. You know them ones. Then you think, whoa, hold on, you didn't even get to 30 something. What we was comparing. I said, you know what? I do hear that. I do hear. That's why I started to think about the whole, his overusage, which I do think it was. Like, I don't think he needed to get brought down like he did last season as much as he did. But at the same time, I'm like, we should have a little bit more.
And this is the thing. You know I've been his biggest advocate, but you were telling me, Assad, I don't like giving this guy apologies, but when it comes to Fab, I have to. Assad was telling me from before a ball had even been kicked. I weren't trying to hear it. I was like, it's a dip in form. He's actually, you know what, Saint, yeah? He'll come back to a somewhat decent level, but he won't be back, bro. Like, he's not going to be back still. Like, he'll get better, but he's not going to get to level. I actually think, if you want to say finish, I actually think he's somewhat finished, you know.
Like Mane, innit? Like, you know, like where Mane got back to like level. You know, when he was, when he was certain man were like, yo. And we were like, no, he'll get back to levels, but he won't get back to like Mane level. I think it's exactly that, innit? Like, I do agree. Big up Airs of the Cop each and every time, man.
Big up.
Man saying 4.5 for Flacco.
That's what I was going to give him. Actually, I was going to give him lower. Even Baz, you're being too generous. I was going to give Flacco a 4. Man, did you see the bit? See what he tried
what's going on with the passes as well? With the scoop passes. What's going on with the scoop passes? Like, you know, what's going on, bro?
Do you remember, where he turned and he just fell over?
He fell on the ground, bro. I saw it. I said, gee, what's going on? Man just needs some oiling. I said, what's going on, Rebecca? Or you need some fish oil or something.
That's how you know he's playing dead, because his wife's normally active. She don't even have chest.
What's them oily fishes? Like tilapia or something. She used to cook in something, bro. He needs some natural, some fish oil, bro. He looks
man,
rich,
you know he turned 29 this week or last week. He should be getting he should be getting better, bro, not worse. Oh, man.
He should be getting more cultured. Like, I'm like, bro.
What I will say, he gradually got better throughout the game, but so did everyone. That's why I'm not saying just him.
Here he is, popped up. He said, what? Heard my name? What are you telling me? For me, there's literally playing like one of them dead African uncles at Burgess Park. Man, I said that Burgess Park is gonna take the piss, bro. Them guys are so washed. They come with play. They got sliders on, and they're not even the side. You know, the old school, the African joints, like, you know, with the and the heels cracked off, like they come pass me the ball, like, nah, you're taking the piss, Assad.
You know what? I have to give Assad props. Assad was trying to show me, I was wearing tinted Liverpool glasses, bro. I didn't want to see it. It's not, you know what? I was gonna lie and say I did see it from early. I just didn't want to admit it. I genuinely didn't see it from early still, but
Nah, Kismet, I think that's what he's been having, bro. He's been getting itis, bro. He needs some yam and jerk chicken, bro, with some roti, brother. That's why he's not running, rude boy. You know, like that. Like, it's a long thing. Zabiri in the house. What you telling me, man? Come on. Fam, per away all dead talk today. We're slapping Leeds like they are to be blamed for our season thus far. Fab can be good, just needs a proper dust.
We're gonna get onto the league game. We're
getting onto the league game. Leeds, we're just doing the quick things. Don't worry, bro.
That's when it gets more positive. I'm saying from now.
Yeah. And it's not. We're just keeping it real. Like, we won 3-0. Like, do you get it? Like, we're not over here just. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just keeping it real. And it's certain man. Nah. I think 4. Okay. It's
because Archie was even. Remember, 5's average. Was he even?
Yeah, that's why I was going to give him the 5, and I was just like, really? Yeah, I'm gonna give him the 4.5. I'm giving the 4.5 personally. I don't think he was levels. I like Bobby. Happy belated to Bobby as well. My G.
Is it today?
I thought. No. It was like a little while ago. So it was like a couple of days ago. He had it at Anfield, didn't it? You ain't seen the video, no?
No.
Oh, so
how old did he turn? 31.
I want to say 30. Hey, man, them in the chat. How old did Bobby turn? I want to say 30.
31.
Swears it 31.
You're like 30.
But it was in, and I seen it in the what's it called? He had a whole little thing at Anfield, and it looked crazy. Still, I'll send you the thing on Insta. It was a couple of days ago. Still, but I thought Bobby was good, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought he got better. Again, wasn't great in the first half, but got better. Do you know them ones there? And was doing bits. 31. Yeah, it's 31. It's 31. Yeah, I think you're right. Still, it's 31.
A 6. Actually, I'm being a bit too harsh. Bobby actually got much better with as the.
I was gonna say like, yeah, I'd say 6.5. I'd say six, at least 6.5. To be fair, he was, and you know what it was as well. Like, I like that he was just doing what he was supposed. Yeah, the basics where he was, and not doing dumb shit. You know them ones there, like I can't stand the around the corners outside our 18-yard and losing the ball, and I'm like, Bobby, bro. But now he got better. And then I started to enjoy his game a little bit more. Elliot.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. The guy played cold. Not first half, but second half. I think first half everyone didn't really play well, but to finish that finish on his weaker foot,
crazy.
I give props to Elliot. For me, Elliot will get. I'll give Elliot. I gave Robbo and Thingy a 9, innit? Elliot can get an 8.5 from me. I'm not his thing is I'm not gonna get gassed and sold on this because a lot of our fan base, I feel they overrate him. Some would say, nah, he's a good. And thing is, I've not once said he's a bad player. I just don't think he's Liverpool standard. I think in 2-3 years' time, we're going to be speaking about Elliot. Has he really progressed? You know what I mean? But this ain't to slander him. I want to see more of this because Elliot can do this consistently. Then my opinion will change. But I just think he'll be very good eventually at another club. I don't think he's Liverpool standard.
I kind of have the same
8.5. He deserves that, man.
I'd agree. I don't actually think there's a lot of times in the watch along you'll see I was like, oh, was that Elliot? And then no, it was Hendo. I was like, oh, right, it's Hendo doing that. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever. Like,
but you think you expected it to be Elliot?
Elliot. Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, swear down that was Hendo. Like, you know them ones then, and then in the second half he started to make himself. Do you know what I mean?
For me, Elliot just gets in too many positions where his productivity should be better than it is. And I don't want to use the age thing because there's other men around him that are just doing wilder
that's
things.
The thing. That's the thing with my thing. With my thing is with him. Yeah, is I think he's cold. But the only thing is I don't think he's good enough for what we need right now, and I don't think it's fair on him for the onus that we're putting on Elliot. Do you know what I mean? Like I think he's good, and I definitely think he could be good enough for us. But I think he needs to be integrated.
Wait, do you think he could be good? Do you think eventually he could be good enough?
I think eventually he could be. I just think. Is he as good as Phil Foden?
I don't even think he's anywhere near. That's my opinion.
And look at how Phil Foden is levels above him, and look at how he's been integrated in the team. I would like. Do you see what I'm saying? Like we're putting. Elliot's good, but he ain't good enough for this. Like for man to be like, yo, go and like, no, and that's not on him. So I'm saying, I reckon if he was like transitioned better, I actually think he could be. Do you know them ones there? But I just think right now.
I want to be wrong. Like, whenever I criticize Liverpool, I want to be wrong because I love the club and I want to be proven. I want to be proven wrong for the betterment of the club. But I just think Elliot's 19 now. I think 19, when he's 22, 23, 3-4 years time, I feel like we're going to be speaking of him how we speak about Jones because Jones is. I couldn't believe it. I think Ish said it at the start of the season. Jones has been in and around the first team for 4 years now, bro. 4.5 years. I just think we're going to be speaking about Elliot how we speak about Jones. He's a good player. I've never said Elliot's a bad player. He's just not Liverpool standard for me. In 3-4 years' time, we're going to be like, yeah, I think he needs to move on now. He'll do very well at another club, but I don't think that's just my opinion. It could change, but I just don't rate him how other people rate him. But I'm not taking away from his performance. He was excellent. I'm not even going to say first half. Anyone that says he was excellent over the whole course of the game, I just think that you're just overdoing it a bit. But second half, I'll even give him sublime. He kept looking to attack. That finish left on his weaker foot. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, no, definitely. I wanted to see what
8.5
the
for me,
looks
man.
like. Now, again, I would agree. I would agree. I personally would have given him 8.5. I think he's good. Like I said, I just don't think he's as good as what we need right now. But it's not his fault. But I do think he was cold in the second half. If he was a little bit, if I'd seen a little bit more of him in the first, I would have been able to give him the 9. But I personally would give him the 8.5. A lot of man. I don't know if I should. The goal was cold. The goal was cold. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'll get on to the second half of that because the assist was cold, bro. Like, the pass was crazy. People are not really talking about that Salah pass, bro. The Salah pass was crazy. Like, the way it just cut through, man. Man said, yeah, nah. Yeah, I'll give him the 8.5 in it. Then let's move on to my man. Salah.
Short and sweet. Nah. Even though Hendo, this is gonna sound contradictory, but even though Hendo and Robert are my man of the matches with 9, Salah gets a 9.5. The goal, the assist. You know what? This is why, even though the whole team wasn't that good first half, this is why a man like Salah just has to remain. This is why I was pissed off when he come off against Arsenal, funny enough. But I was, because that's a player you just leave on. He could create a moment out of anything. Bro, he took this thing out of the game. He made their morale drop. Salah was the reason you could say why we went on to score 2 and 3, because that goal killed. They're thinking we've done all this hard work for it to just be undone.
And the way he took that,
that's a hard finish, bro. That was a hard finish.
Bro, big up Hendo for the assist, but the way he took that, bro.
He had to get, not only that, he had to get around the keeper, he kind of had to get over.
He had to lob it, had to kind of lob him a little bit as well. When like he just, bro, crazy, bro. 9.5 for me, bro. It's mad. I was actually gonna say that, bro. 9.5 for me. I already said like man of the matches or them 3 could be take your pick, but yeah, he was not only that, he was involved. Like yes, Salah, you know, ba la la la. Come on, Miras. Done no bad. All right. And then last but not least, man like Nunes and that. Look at this guy's face. Listen, I personally,
I'm giving him an 8.5, but I need to. I've got explanations here. I'm going to let you go first because he deserves an 8.5.
You know what? Yeah, like I'm going to give him the same. I was thinking, should I give him like a 9? Like, because I've said I don't think this guy. He wasn't my first pick. I don't really rate him as in terms of like a fundamental footballer, but at the same time, he's a problem. He is a problem, and if we can figure out like a lot of his inadequacies in games, sometimes isn't all on him. It's on us as a team trying to work like. Do you know what I mean? Work how he plays, kind of thing. And I know certain man like Monts will say like we have to sacrifice too much in order to get, and I don't really think that's the case. It's not sacrificing, it's just adapting. You know, them ones there, like it's just adapting. Like I actually think like if we could adapt to the way in which he looked for him, and then it becomes just mechanical.
But the thing is, I agreed with you until Monts kind of broke it down, because I hear that it's not sacrificing, it's adapting, but through that adaptation, you're taking away other players' qualities. Do you get it?
But we've been doing that. We've been doing that to do the system for time. No, we've been saying
taking away other players' qualities. We mean like the Jotas and the Salahs. It's not really been there. When we take away from people's qualities, I know what you mean, but that's more the midfield. That's more the midfield. It's not really the offensive players. Do you know what I mean? And when Mont said that, I said, you know what? You got a point. You actually got a point there. But with the Nunes
thing, who? Bobby moving in the 10, it's calm. We've been saying that. It saves his legs, and you don't have to like, he's carrying us, but we've all said he shouldn't be carrying us. Do you know them ones there? Like Bobby in the 10 works. I like it. It's just Jota. Do Do you know them ones that who else really is sacrificed? And then and maybe you say Salah,
as well,
but
because
I think it's that pussy. It's what they don't have to do that, bro. Because we saw in like the Ajax game, it can work and it works. I don't know what they're doing, making him some side like, bro. They're doing too much. I think personally, in it, like it can work better than what I think they were trying to do earlier on in the season and have man create this space for him in the middle. And nah, brother, like
the formation change definitely helped, but
because seeing him in the kind of the quote unquote two, brother, they both look kind of cold. Do you know them ones there?
I've come to the fact that he's not going to be this link up baller we've been accustomed. He's not going to be nice on the eye. Just score me goals, which he's been doing. Look, 4 in his last 5. Score me goals, Nunes. I got no problem with you. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm saying.
If we keep doing the whole, but he can't link. We know this. Let's stop going over things we know.
Bro, I don't care what anyone says, yeah, and I'm not making a comparison. I'm not making a comparison. I'm just choosing the player because, bro, Haaland is not the most techiest baller. Stop that. Do you know them ones that he knows how to play to his strengths and he's an absolute leng man? That's all I need Nunes to do. But the thing is as well is like Nunes, one thing is, yeah, is I'm not this guy's biggest fan. I'm not, but like I'm looking at him thinking, right, you know what? They cook you a bit too much. This guy does come back, does link play, is involved in like, and sometimes I'm like, yo, Nunes, brother, like, you should be, you know, the ones there, like he's doing things, and I'm like, you know what, you're a problem because man don't know what to. You've got the burners on you as well. So when you're here, a man can either put it over the top or play the right part. You're gone, and it moves, man. I'm like, you know what, if we can adapt to him a little bit, because again, going back to Salah as well, yeah, we all know that if it weren't Nunes in the middle, we all said that as we needed to stop being so dependent on Salah on the right. I lie? Like we all said that. Like as good as it was, like it seemed like it was our only real. Do you get it? Like it was mad. So now we've got something else. We can't be like, oh, but it changes their game. We just got to adapt a little bit. Do you see it? Like that's how I feel, anyway. That's how I see it. But and where he's banging the goals, like you said, Romz, he's doing what we asked him to do. Do you see it? So shout out Guna Lee in that. I may have like thrown in the towel a little bit too early, as certain men have told me that he's got more goals than Gabriel Jesus, and that was our bet. So we have to see until the end of the season, isn't it? Like, you get me? It's a good job that I didn't order the shirt for you already, otherwise I would have been pissed. But yeah, say that. But yeah, I do think he was good. I think that header, don't know how he missed that chance, bro. Don't know how he missed that chance, but it is what it is. Header
that's where it's just chaos because it's like he's scoring the harder chances. It's crazy.
I know.
It's actually crazy.
That header's not easy, you know. It's not easy, bro. But you're missing that. Like Bobby put it on a plate, you know, the perfectly weighted ball, and you're missing that. It don't make sense. But it is what it is. But yeah, his movement was good. And I do think that I feel a little bit more confident when I see him in the lineup still, because I'm like, yo, we've got a little bit more like impetus. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me read this quick. Assad said Nunes reminds me of a Werner in his first season at Chelsea. Big money signing, a lot of hype, and you want it to work so badly. They even play similarly as well. Chaotic ballers. Kind of. I hear where you're going, but I think Werner was a better presser.
Werner was more technically sound as well.
Yeah, more technically sound, but I think Nunes bangs more goals, bro.
That's what I was going to say. I think he's a better finisher, yeah.
He's a better finisher, bro, and he's shown that. So they're kind of. I hear where you're coming from. You know what? Am I wrong for saying Milner, Curtis, Bajetic? Let's give them all a 7.
Carvalho as well, yeah.
Carvalho.
Bajetic, you know Bajetic.
Bajetic, you know, I might actually give him a 7.5 still. I just like how comfortable he is.
Exactly, and I've been screaming for this guy to stop because we saw the cameo in pre-season against United, and I said this is why I think Morton is on loan. Because remember how Klopp was speaking, Morton, he's going to be involved in our squad and that.
Yeah.
I think the minute he saw Bajetic, he went, "Oh, you're the better six." Yeah. Morton have a season on loan. Thing is, when he came on, I think it was Kenneth Taylor actually bounced him off the ball. and he went flying and he lost the ball. Then that was kind of like, yeah, welcome to the game. Like, that was
We're in a big man team.
After that, I think he was flawless, bro.
Yeah, he
After
was,
that,
bro.
I think he was comfortable.
And to have what you just said happen to you, a lot of players would go into themselves. Them ones there, like,
yeah. This is what I mean, man. Like, I want to see him start a few games. We're crying out that we have no one. We do, but Klopp just obviously don't have enough trust in him for him to start a game yet. But I feel we might see a bit more of him up until the World Cup.
Yeah, just like Kismet says, man. He knows how to play ball, bro. You know them ones. You just know when you just see a play, and you're just like, nah, he gets it, bro. You know them ones there, like he knows how to actually kick ball. I would give him 7.5, and I'd give the rest 7. Do you know what I mean? Before they came back and it was him. All right, boom. And then quickly before we get into our Leeds preview, what would you give Klopp?
I don't think there's much else he could have done with the lineup. So he made a bag of subs that they're at. I'll give Klopp a 9 still.
I'll give him a 9.5. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give him a 9.5. I'm gonna say the same thing. I've been cooking Klopp, bro. So you know me. I say it all the time, bro. I'm gonna give you your flowers when they deserve it. You know them ones there. And like Romz said, pretty much that. You know them ones there, right? Line up, subs. What else could you really say? And we come out of what is a very hard away game, 3-0. Do you know what I mean? Laughing. Kismet give him an 8. I hear that. Baz give him an 8. I thought he controlled the game nicely still. Boom. Let's get into it. Romz. Nice little dream, like that. Let's get into reality now, like let's get into let's go coming back to yard, like that, like where it's not, it's a little bit, but not.
You know what? Yeah, there's one thing I never will about Anfield. Of course, one day it will end that. So, cool. There's 2 things that I never will. One day we're going to lose at Anfield in the league. But the other thing that's inevitable, I'm kind of just chatting shit here, is that we're not going to lose in the league yet at Anfield. Because as bad as we've been, we've still not lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
But one thing we don't do is lose at Anfield. And this is going to be a similar... This is going to be similar chess to the Forest game. The only reason why I'm a bit more confident is because we are at home. Forest game, again, I thought we would whack. I thought it would be a 4-0. I thought we were better than them in it. And for the same reasons, they're low in the table, they're low on confidence. I couldn't believe what Asad said earlier when I was in Monch stream. They've only won. The last game they won in the league was against Chelsea.
August,
yeah, bro. I didn't know that. Because I'm thinking of the Arsenal performance where they should have got at least a draw. When I've seen
even a Fulham performance, and I'm like,
exactly. And I watched them play against Palace, and they lost that game, but they look cold. I was like, this team can ball. But then it's one of them ones where the results ain't matched the performances in a bad way for them. Then I thought, 1 minute, my man apparently like the general vibe is that he'll probably get sacked if he loses this game. But their morale.
I don't think he will. To be fair, I don't think he will. I don't think there's a lot of pressure. I don't know, because, like you said, brother, who generally goes to Anfield and comes out with a win? Like that. I think they got Bournemouth after us. I think that's the second game. I think they'll keep him until Bournemouth, because, do you know what I mean? Like, if he gets pammed, maybe. But do you know what I mean? If he comes out with a 2-0 loss, I don't think they sack him then. But I definitely think against Bournemouth they do. It's just a bit mad, because obviously, like, I feel for him a little bit, because where he's trying to implement something, like, he's doing up the same, like, we've had the same sort of thing with a different formation with the 4-3-3. He's doing up the 4-2-3-1, and they just ain't good enough for that at the moment. And where they've had this whole, like, this Bielsa guy, who's like, his stature in the club and his mythologies within, like, football are so, like, praised, and, like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously they're all shouting his name now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, when things are bad, you just go back to what you know. So it's mad. Yeah. So they're not good enough for the formation that he's trying to set out, and then they just end up doing the whole man marking thing, bro. There is so much space here. It is a magazine. Like, it's crazy sometimes. I'm like,
This is where I
Yo,
think
what?
Salah will cook this game. But
Was it Pereira in the Fulham game, brother? He just had the whole hot, like he just. I said, where's the players, bro? Like they just go back to what they know, and then they just
and you
end
know
up
what's
getting cooked.
frustrating for them? The personnel are actually good. They've got that Harrison Newt baller. Since Terra, we could even do with him baller. Bamford, I've never really rated. In fact, I don't rate Bamford, but he had one purple patch last season where he thought, then he got injured. Rodrigo's having one of the seasons of his life. They've got a brother called Forshaw, Engine. You are rated as well.
Forshaw's hard. Yeah, Forshaw's hard still. They got a bag of injuries though. Dallas is out. Yeah, Forshaw is out. Dallas is out. Forshaw's out. Adams is like they need Adams in that midfield.
Yeah, he's an engine. They
he's
got
an
a lot
engine for them.
That's one thing I rate Marsh. That he has got the right type of player for his system. It's just not working for them. They even got the guy I used to rate when they first come out. I think he's quite techie. That Mateus Click guy, but he's having a stinker apparently. From what I've been seeing and reading, they've got good.
Christensen as well. It's not so Christensen. Like they got a couple ballers still.
Even that young G, that Geldhart, you don't start, but he comes on. He's just energetic, bro. They've got good players, but to be, I think it's 19th, and to not have won again. Big up Assad again for that stat, because I would have thought they at least had a couple wins since then, or that started the season, Rude boy.
I'm telling you, bro. Man. I'm telling you, bro. That's why it's techie for them, man. There. That's another reason why going into it. Yeah, I do think we're gonna win this, innit? That's why I'm like, there's no bad. Like, no, I think we're gonna win this, and we're gonna win this quite well. But if I'm honest with you, where like these men are like Leeds, you don't want to have. There's certain clubs that you don't want to have their fans. There's 16, 17 man in here. Please hit that like button, man. Everyone hit that like button right now. Man. If you have not hit that like button, slap yourself in the face in it. Hit that like button. Come back in it. Yeah, boom. Like there's certain man where you don't want to go and their fans are going against. You know them ones that could just spurn them, could just make them resolute, or they just could just fold in. You know them ones that I actually think it's going to be the latter, but. Generally speaking, I don't know. I'm a bit like, I don't know. You get me?
I think
like,
it will be the latter later on in the game. You get?
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna. Yeah. I don't think they're.
Yeah. Oh, I think 100%. I think they could, and that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's exactly word to you, innit? I think I agree. It could be in the latter, but what I'm worried about is them coming out hard and getting that first goal. I do not want that. You know them ones there, and we've been so susceptible to the first goal of not of, you know what I mean. We've come out, well, obviously we just got beat 1-0 in the league, but we've come out, you know what I mean, in a couple of games.
What's kind of giving me confidence, bro, is I know Milner saved us in the West Ham game, but these are the facts. 3 clean sheets out of our last 4. We're starting to concede less. That's the
and he's not going to really score goals like that.
Exactly. So. I think it will be Cage. Hear this, yeah. I don't think we score before half time, but then I think we just score in a flurry.
You know what? I agree. I agree. That's what will make it cagey. Yeah.
They're gonna start starting to prove
100 Romz.
That's exactly what it is, isn't it?
Yes, 100. Yeah.
Because I'm hearing man saying that we're gonna pam them and that we're gonna be battering them by half time. I think eventually we'll hear him at scoreline, but I think it'll be goalless. Half time it'll be goalless in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think we'll be all over them, but they'll be because what we've been susceptible to is the counter, bro. Obviously, because of high line we play, we always are, and counter-attacking teams have hurt us. That's the only thing. Man, like Harrison and Sinstera running, they've got pace in that team. You know, pace hurts us.
Pace hurts us, bro. It does.
I think it'll be cagey that first half, but other than that. Yeah, man. We after we chop up the lineups.
Let's get into that, man. So, boom. Let's get into the lineup in that. What are you saying? Does he revert back to 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, or the 4-4-2? Do you know what I mean? Whatever you wanna. All right, let's sit down and think about it. Yeah. Let's answer some questions. Answer some questions. Is Thiago in your lineup? Yeah, is Thiago back? Because in mine he is. In mine he is.
The reason why I say he is
because Henderson's out. In for me,
I think Henderson will be maybe not fit to start, but even if Henderson's not fit to start, Brother, I've had that. You probably had swimmers here, bro. You know, swimmers here, when you go swimming, get the ear infection, it gets worse. Because it wasn't muscular, he starts. If it was a muscular thing, I have to ease man back in. But we need to start getting some sort of momentum if we want to get this top 4, bro. But
all right, and then next one for me is are you even? Actually, I don't even know why I'm asking this.
My back 4, because I don't know, we may not agree on the back 4, but my back 4 is Trent Ibu. I start Ibu the same. He was on the bench against Milan, not Milan, sorry. He was on the bench against Ajax.
Ajax.
I go Trent, Ibu, Van Dijk, and Robbo. I think if they're peppering us down at right-hand side, which is a possibility, then I'll bring in Gomez. Because Gomez has had his better games at right back this season, in my opinion. So, yeah. Gomez don't start this game for me. I think I'll introduce him depending on how the course of the game, how it pans out. But Gomez don't start this game for me.
But you see, if he starts, yeah, it's easier for him. It's easier for you to then move. I hear what you're saying. Still, I hear what you're saying. So what? Trent, Kanate, VVD, Robbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I just want.
And I actually do a 4-3-1-2. That's what I actually think we played against Ajax, you know, because I saw Elliot, Fab, and Hendo and Bobby in the middle with Salah and Nunez up top. But for this one, I go. They're very energetic. You know what? This might even be mad because he just got injured, but I don't want. I'll be honest. This might not be the smartest of moves, but I don't want Fab starting. So I go Elliot, Hendo, and Thiago. That is mad because Thiago's injury is not muscular, so he comes straight in for me. I get if people don't want to start Hendo. I get it because he's just come. Because I was even saying with Jerry, right? When you normally make that face, he looked like he wins. I thought it'd be long term. That looked nasty, but the fact he's been in training and Klopp said today he should be fit, I'm putting him in. I don't want to see Fabinho maybe come on, but bro, he just looks like he's running in treacle. I just don't want to see him in a starting 11 at the moment, bro. But I think Elliot, Thiago, and Hendo, that's enough industry in the middle for me. And then I play Bobby in the 10, Salah Nunez up top. I'm playing 4-3-1-2.
It's just how many starts is that for Hendo as well? So it started for Ajax.
Bag of starts, still
it's
it
a
is.
Bag of starts.
I just don't want to see Fab.
No, I hear that. That's why I'm quiet. I'm trying to think of alternative. I'm trying to think. Can I even bring Curtis Jones in there? But I'm like,
I was going to say Jones, Elliott, and Thiago, but that's too youthful.
That's too yeah. That's. I've got no real holding. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's too youthful, man. Like, I can't. Brother, that's like 3 starts, and he's maybe like 75%, 80%.
Yeah.
Fuck it, hell. We are done out here, bro. That's our choices. Or a man that's literally running in treacle. Yeah. Yes. I think you're right, man. Probably gonna have to start Hendo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start Hendo. You're right, you know. I can't start Jones. Like, I can't start Jones and Thiago, who again isn't even 100% fit. Allow me, bro. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say.
What formation are you playing first?
They play a 4-2-3-1. I don't know. I feel like we don't even need that much to out muscle them in the midfield. I definitely feel like we've got enough. But since I got my boots, brother, we might need you, you know. Trust me, allow Spirit. You can go home, bro. Don't take the piss. You're trying to make my head hurt, you know. J Spirit, you know. Calm down. I think I'm gonna do the 4-2-3-1 thing, yeah. And do like Hendo and Thiago at the base, and then do pretty much the same thing. Bobby, another reason as well. I'm going strong in this one because, again, like you mentioned, I think we can afford to now
rest. That's why I'm going Hendo and Thiago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing Hendo and Thiago. Because we can afford to rest. Do you know what I mean? In the Napoli game, it's calm. It's a pretty much dead rubber game. So I'd go that, and then I'd go Bobby. I'd go. Yeah. So what's your midfield again? Your three is Hendo, Thiago, and
Elliot in
like a three, and
Bobby
then Bobby up front, and then Salah and Nunes.
And Nunes up as the pair up top. Yeah,
it's exactly the same thing. We've got exactly the same lineup, which it just depends on what we're going to see. Do you know what I mean? I would have that. I would probably agree with you in yours, to be fair, because having to put Elliot on the left for me, this doesn't make sense in my head. It doesn't compute. Do you know what I mean? But it you know what I mean, and it works out anyways. But yeah, all right, boom. Let's move to what we think is going to happen in the game, scoreline, and that. What you not telling me in the chat as well? Let me know what you don't think. What the scoreline is.
I was going to say 2-0, yeah, but then sometimes your luck runs out. Like I can't say luck, but I feel like we've been keeping clean sheets recently, so I feel that this will be the game where we do concede. Do you know what I mean? Bar the Forest game, we've been like I said, 3 in our last 4, but I just feel they will hit us on a counter and they'll kind of get a consolation. I think we'll be 3-0 up and they get consolation. Yeah, that gives away my score. So I was going to say 2-0, but I think it'll be 3-1.
I was going to say 3-0 still. I think 3-0.
Think we'll keep a clean sheet?
Yeah.
Fair. But no, I think 3-1 still.
Yeah, I think we'll keep it. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. But I don't think any of those goals come in the first half. I think they come in the second half, like he said. Even Kisman says 3-0. Man says I'm hoping 2-1, but it won't surprise me if it's 1-1.
Bro, I actually hear. I think it'll be 3-1, but bro, if we draw, we won't lose. I'll say that from now. We will not lose this game, but big up, Baz, because if we do draw, I won't be surprised. After the Forest game, nothing is gonna. The only thing, actually, sorry, I'm gonna say nothing will surprise me. A loss will surprise me. I'm not. If we lose,
100%.
I don't even know how I'll cope. But a draw wouldn't surprise me. Just after the Forest game, nothing is beyond us, because I didn't see that coming in a million years. I'll be so honest. But
it's one of them ones where I never saw it beforehand, but I'm not gonna lie. After I was like, how did I not see that? Like, you know that was there. Like, how did I not see that? It would be him that slapped as well. Like, oh, come on,
the guy we that, because bro, after about 15 minutes, I knew it could be possible, but before the game, I didn't. Do you know what I mean? During the game, you're like, it could be one of them days. From when Van Dijk's not getting either of his headers on target, that one was mad. That one was mad, bro. That's type of game.
No, the one that he missed, bro, Romz. I said, what the hell is going on? I said, Jesus. The one where he was like, and then he done a money. Remember?
Yeah, against Leicester.
But that one, I said that one was big. I said, what's going on? You're way taller than Mane. Like, do you know what I mean? You should be packing that in. But like I said,
that's the type of game where we could have played another 90 minutes and we just weren't scoring. It was one of them games.
But how do you need set pieces to beat the bottom of the league? Like, this is crazy. Like, this don't make no sense, bro.
That's what's worrying. Bro, we've not won an away league game. We've not.
But you know what?
It's not won an away league game, bro. Yeah, the Tottenham game. No, wait, Tottenham game, bro. Yeah, it's a fact, bro. We wouldn't have won an away league game in August, September, in 3 months, bro. Because by the time we play Tottenham, which we'll get into that, but that's going to be very tricky, which I can't see us winning. But that Tottenham game, that's in November.
Yes.
So yeah, that 3 months without
That's mad, bro. And that's because
that's crazy.
That's fucking mad, bro. Honestly. Oh my god. Oh well. But I do reckon we'll win 3-0 because again we're at home in it, so why not? Let me see what a couple of these man are before we head out. Ravi saying we don't want to be lost in Yorkshire Dales and Leeds, man. Hey, brother, I'm telling you, fam. But they're coming here, fam. So did you get it? It's all good. Woof, Ilias, yeah? Chase. And since 5-0 Liverpool leads are good, you know. All right, listen.
They got Elias. He's always optimistic, man.
Yeah, man, I'm here for it. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Man said these games against Leeds are like Derby worried about Hendo and Thiago with injuries. Definitely. But what the hell else are we left with? You know, like that, like literally.
We need them, bro, because I rest both of them against Napoli. Do you know what I mean? You need to remember, say, not only this is more important than Napoli game, brother, we got Tottenham 3-4 days after.
Bajic gets his first start. Bajic gets his first start for me in Napoli game. There you go. I'll give you one.
Bajic starts. Box starts for me. We'll get into that in it, but
we'll get into that.
Mega man, the Clarksons, the
Gordons, all of them, man.
I'm trying to chuck in a bagger, man. I won't even have some first teamers on the bench. How about that?
Yeah, for real, bro. It's not that at all. But watch Salah line up on the right hand side. Anyways, but we'll get into that. But yo, listen. Tried to get in an hour and we did it. Do you get me? A nice little compact one. Big up everyone that was inside, man. And much appreciated. Ilias, I said Bobby Clark, them man there. Yeah, trust me, bro. Honestly, man, it's all good, man. Watch it back. You see me? Just make sure you hit that like button. You get me? So for being late, I was at work afters. My girlfriend wanted some sushi. Hey, brother, you gotta keep off. Come on, man. Happy misses in that, you know what I mean?
Quickly say this is all the more reason why we should rest players, because Kismet said Tottenham have to win their game. Like, actually, no, they have to, I think a draw's enough. But
Tottenham will have a harder Champions League versus Marseille being qualified. They haven't. That's true.
Marseille win, they qualify. I think Tottenham lose, they don't. That's why we should rest our big boys, because they're going to be spent during the week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And they already don't have like what the Richarlisons and the what's it called, Kulusevskis and that. You know them ones there. So no, 100%. My guy, listen, love everyone, love Romz each and every time. I will definitely be here for the watch along tomorrow on a late one still. So
it's a weird time, you know.
Bro, that's 7:45 is mad.
On a Saturday. But I think it's TV scheduled. There's not an early kickoff, so TV time was able to shift that. The one that's normally in the morning, they shifted it to the evening. But man, it's a bit weird.
It's a bit crazy, but no, I love. Listen, everyone, enjoy your weekend, man. Happy Halloween to everyone and all of that. Romz, love each and every time, you know, like that.
Quickly, goal scorers, just before we look off, bro.
Oh, yeah? Man's going like that, yeah? Come on.
I think Salah gets a brace. Nunez gets the other one. Salah's going to eat tomorrow still.
Big up Hendo. You know, it's been a while still. Oh, God, my guy. Come on.
Put it like this thing. I don't know if you still have him in there. I don't think you do. Because me and
my FPL?
But if you have Salah in your FPL, I'm telling you, captain him. Because Haaland might even not start tomorrow, so captain him.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I might have to do a next formation change and keep Salah, keep Haaland on the bench, because I know he's not even going to really start tomorrow or whatever. But my FPL is crazy. I'm not even going to lie, but I'm still above you, though. I know that much.
Yeah. I've been taking minus points, bro.
I know he's jumping. I'm coming for you, brother. I'm coming for you. I've got a new life. You know them times when you're just like, and these funny, bro, there's better times I've been missing them. These funny games that I'm like, oh, swear that's a match week that I've missed and all sorts. But a man says I'm on 700. You man can't chat to me, but
I can't lie. Come on, you need to come better. You need to come better than that, bro. We're all in the 700s, bro. I know you're clear.
He's not seriously clear from, man. I know he's not. I know you're touching distance, bro.
All of our scores start with a 7 at the start. How about that, Hassan?
Hey, trust me. Hendo says he's going to captain Salah just because of you.
I'm telling you. And in the review or the next stream, you
say that.
This is the one day I wish I had him in, bro.
I don't even have him in my team. Bro, there's too much fees, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We'll have to see. But listen, everyone, enjoy yourself. Have a good weekend, and we're out. Love. Boom.